Welcome back, everybody. It's now game 2 of LGD China versus Mineski. LG China taking game 1. As we just saw, Mineski looked like they had some great flair about them. They had a lot of early game aggression. They got off to a nice start, but LGD, once the team fight started rolling, once there was some big a proper engagements, the tanky dribble, the Dragonite, the Elder Titan, combined with the lifesteal, there was just not enough damage and firepower to bring them down. Mineski just couldn't do it, and we're going to see if they can bounce back in game number 2 of this best of 3 semifinals. Mineski, they're going to play over on the Dire side this time around, LG on the Radiant, and LGD going to grab themselves an early support visit to pick. Mineski once again going to go for the Weaver. This is, of course, Mineski. Well, they're going to be playing with Jules now, the new addition to the team. I say new addition. This guy is as Mineski as it gets. He's been playing with them 3, 4, 5 years ago. He was on the team for the longest time, and then he left the team in some sort of, I guess, uncomfortable, awkward situations as far as he was essentially kicked off the team for just not feeling like he had the right attitude that fit in. But he's back on Mineski now. He was playing with Dreams for a while. He was playing with MSI Evo GT for a while. But he's back in Mineski, where I feel him the most. It's his home. It just feels like it's Mineski again. I mean, it's always felt like Mineski, but this feels like your Jules and Mineski. It just feels like the world is right again. The Dota 2 scene can rest, and this disturbance in the Dota 2 scene is now finally gone after years of unrest. But it is going to be Jay doing the drafting and picks for Mineski. We have Geo, Jesse Vash, Jules, and Oa. No Joven today, I believe so. But over on the LGD side, we have Zhao 8, of course, the captain, with Yao, DD, DDC, Rabbit, and I'm Gods, as always, casting the GEST Dota 2. This is the challenger. We've got 2 semi-finals going on. This one between Mineski and LG Gaming. The other one is Titan taking on Vici Gaming. For those of you saying, Titan, who's that? Well, it's the ex-Orange players. Ahayo, KYXY, Ice. Well, I say Ice. He wasn't on the he was on Orange a long time ago. But Net, as well as who am I missing? XT. So the 4 ex-Orange players have joined up with Ice from Team Zenith, and formerly of Orange Esports, and formed the new. Well, they haven't formed it. Joined the new gaming organization Titan. So you should check more information about that. Follow Titan on Facebook, facebook.com/Titan Gaming, I believe it is, and definitely keep an eye out on those guys, as they're going to be looking to sort of dominate the Southeast Asian scene, and have to sort of see how they match up against a team like Mineski, because Mineski sort of trying to fight for that Kings of Southeast Asia title as well, but there'll be plenty of time to sort of figure things out over the next couple of months to see who rules Southeast Asia. For the time being, it's the GSD Challenge, and this is where we match up the best of Southeast Asia. In this case, it's Titan and Mineski up against some of the best of China. We have LGD as well as Vici Gaming. Not your top Chinese teams. It's not DK, it's not IG, but these guys know what they're doing. These guys are world-class professionals. LG China, of course, being at the last 2 internationals, getting 3rd place at TI2. Not quite as an impressive of a finish at TI3, but here they are, taking on Mineski, and in a comfortable lead with that Game 1 victory. Well, see how things look to unravel as Mineski with Elder Titan, Sanking, and Weaver as their first 3 picks. Lifestealer Visage being picked up by LG. So once again, going for the Zhao 2G Lifestealer. I feel like this is a fantastic hero against Mineski. They like to get aggressive, and Lifestealer can handle aggression. He's got the Rage, he's got Infest, he's got escape abilities, and he's also quite tanky. Just hard to deal with. If you can't kill him off, he suddenly turns around and you open wounds, and combining that with Feast, he just lifesteals himself back up. So definitely a really nice hero to have against Mineski's playstyle. Mineski actually the ones to grab the Elder Titan this time around. They pick it up in their 3rd pick, and we'll have to see how they look to use it. Generally played as an offlane solo, and probably going to be where we sort of look towards him sent here from Mineski. LGD, they grab their other support in the Nyx Assassin, although a hero can also go mid. Zhao 8 is somewhat known for his solo mid Nyx Assassin play. It's a good hero to control the tempo of the game, as Zhao 8 loves to do. So maybe going to be something, the kind of position where he looks to go towards. But this is game 2, as said, so Mineski in a must-win situation. It's just a single elimination bracket, and Mineski going to try go for a Bane this time around. So their draft looks a lot more like what LGD had, the Bane, the Elder Titan, but with a bit of flair and element of Mineski. They keep the Sand King pick, something which is sort of, in my opinion, a Southeast Asian pick. This hero picked up in Southeast Asia more than any other scene. The Chinese teams, DK recently picked it once, but that was with Mushi's influence as the drafter. As for the European teams, very rarely ever pick the Sand King. This is like Extinct and Net both played this hero a ton for Orange Esports, and Mineski love to run it. The Southeast Asian team really like and rate Sand King as a hero, and it's great to see him actually come out in these Southeast Asian games.
Reserve time.
LG Gaming, off to see what they look to grab here. There's not going to be any sort of tanky mid-Dragonite for them this time around. They want a sort of tanky, nice initiator. It is the Nyx Assassin if they want to put him mid, depending on if they grab another solo. They also need that offlaner for Yao. A lot of those main offlaners have been taken out of the pool, like your Darks here. But if they want to go for the other sort of mainstream option, it's the Clockwork who's still there. Clockwork not bad here as far as having an initiation tool as well as someone for the Lifestealer to invest in. LGD just need to decide if it's the kind of hero they want to grab for Yao. And so they were sort of whittling down this extra time it is, and they're going to go Bounty Hunter instead. So they maybe want to get more aggressive. This isn't a different LGD team. We saw last game a lot of early kills, a lot of early team fights, and while a lot of it was orchestrated by Mineski, LGD weren't just backing off and avoiding them. They said, well, you want to team fight us? We'll team fight you right back. They're happy to fight early, happy to take these clashes, and Bounty Hunter is great in those kind of scenarios. I think LGD know Mineski love to just play this trade kills for kills kind of style of play, and Bounty Hunter, well, if there's track coming into play, you don't want to be trading kills, so this is a good kind of pick to be picking against Mineski in general when you know there's going to be a lot of kills going down on both sides because of the hyper-aggressive play that Mineski employ. Well, Mineski thinking things through here with this last pick of theirs. They are probably looking towards the solo mid. They've got their tri-lane with the Weaver, Sand King, and Bane. They just need something for the mid lane. We saw last game Jay on the mid lane Queen of Pain. I feel maybe Queen of Pain not always... Last game especially, Queen of Pain was just so shut down by all the just DK stun alone. Like, you win the mid lane against a DK, but DK come mid game is so good against Queen of Pain. Mineski decide, let's grab Anti-Mage, send Weaver mid, put Anti-Mage against the Bounty Hunter, farm him up. It's a completely different style of play, and I imagine LG will be looking to punish this, if not in the laning stage, in the mid-game stage, by taking lots of fights, pushing down lots of towers, and this is where this last pick of theirs, if they don't get a hard carry of their own, well, they've got the lifesteal already, but if they don't get another carry to go with things here, I feel like they're going to be looking to just dominate mid-game, not give Mineski space to get this Anti-Mage nice and farmed, nice and big. They've got the Bounty Hunter to match up against 1v1 if they want in the safe lane. They could go offensive tri-lane here even, but a slightly riskier option. But Sand King Bane, you've got a tri-lane with two melee heroes in Sand King Anti-Mage, and Bane, who's not really a fully ranged hero and not really the best as far as tri-lanes go early on. It's Nyx Assassin Visage, +1, potentially plus the Lifestealer, so LG Gaming, I do favor them if they want to go offensive tri-lane here. Regardless, it does look like they need a solo mid. Alternatively, you put Nyx Assassin mid and you get an even stronger support for your tri-lane. Think Visage, Lifestealer, Keeper of the Light. They're going to go Doom. Doom. Oh man, Doom is back, and it's going to be DD playing a support Doom, possibly in the jungle. Zhao Wei's going to be playing a solo mid Nyx Assassin. This is what LG decide to deal with the Anti-Mates. They say, look, we're not going to contest him, go offensive tri-lane. We're going to go early game greedy, but then mid game constantly fight. It's greedy in the early game because they're going to have a jungle Doom, it looks like. Something which you often don't get away with, but Mineski with a safe lane farming Anti-Mage can't really punish a jungling Doom. And then come mid-game time when Doom picks up his... Probably goes for like a mass aura type build. Pick up a Vlad's, pick up a Drums, pick up the Arcane Boots and Mech for the team. Once he has these aura items, LGD push down towers. They use this strong tanky Doom in the front lines. Doom is going to be fantastic against a lot of these heroes. Sand King, Weaver to make sure he goes down. Bane, even the Anti-Mage if you're trying to gank him. So I really like this Doom pick. Well, let's see what Mineski can do here in game number 2. They've got to bounce back, and right now, I like what LGD have done with this draft, and we'll have to see how they look to lane things a bit here. Yao is headed towards the top lane. We'll introduce our two teams, actually. Let's not get too ahead of ourselves. LGD China is going to be playing on the Radiant team. It's going to be Yao on the Bounty Hunter heading towards the off lane. DDC, support Visage. DD, the support / jungle Doom. And we have Zhao Wei on the solo mid Nyx Assassin. And finally, Rabbit, the hard carry player for the team, going to be playing the Lifestealer. As for your Dire team, it's AMD Mineski Razor, more commonly known just as Mineski. It's going to be Jesse Vash on the Elder Titan, going for some more shenanigans here in the off lane, finding these spots and just trying to sit there and get himself some experience, even tangling his way out to make sure he sits further in fog. Mid lane, it's going to be Jay playing a solo mid Weaver. Up top, we've got Geo playing the Sand King, Bane being played by Oa, and then finally the carry play for this team now is Jules on the Anti-Mage. DDC grabs himself an illusion rune. LGD, if they look at these replays, will be like, I see what Mineski like to do here. And they'll always, I imagine in future, they'll always be checking spots like this. You can use this spot here. There's also like a spot like in here you can like tango through to and hide. I'm not sure exactly. I think it might be here if you tango this tree. Actually, no, I think you go down here. I think this is the spot. And you actually don't get seen, even if you walk past. If you walk past here, you don't spot people in this little spot here. It's a really nice little hiding spot. But Elder Titan going with a lesser known one, which is over on the right side. It looks like hasn't been scouted out just yet. Top lane we do see Yao getting a bit zoned out of the lane by Oa on that Bane. He's got Sentry Ward if they want to try and go for this kill. Meanwhile, mid lane Xiao versus the Weaver. Going for the level 1 mana burn. This will be problematic for the Weaver. He needs to get that bottle up nice and fast, but considering he's gone for the straight Wraithband 2 branches build, he's got a lot of last hitting potential, but a much slower bottle. Xiao can sort of at least look to contest this lane quite well. It supports for LGD. Well, of course, Doom. He wants to just farm his way up, and I think, does he go straight for the bottle? Yeah, double bottle comes out. The bottle for mid as well as the bottle for the Doom. Interesting, he just doesn't buy bottle first. He decides, I want the 1 tangos. I guess you don't need the bottles right away at level 1. It's not until you've used... Well, it looks like he even used a War Stomp here. Hey man, send that courier mid. Mid lane needs that bottle. He sent it back home for a second, but not gonna continue to do so. Yao, the top lane, well, he's actually managed to get this creep wave pulled back quite nicely here. Geo gonna prevent some of this lane to continue pushing out by going for a double stack here. He's pulled this up. As for LGD, they're going for pulls of their own. So both teams with their creep pull and both teams using it to get some experience and farm on their support. And right now it's LGD who essentially have, to some extent, all 5 heroes farming, or at least with a lane. Bounty Hunter has the off lane, not getting a lot of farm, but at least some. Xiao with the mid lane, doing decently. DD in the jungle, and then Visage, jungling and pulling. It is, I say 5 heroes farming, obviously some of them not farming well. Like, Doom is actually a pretty slow farmer, straight up jungler. Bounty Hunter obviously not farming all too well, and even Visage just doing some pulls here. It's Mineski of the slightly stronger lanes, but they're also sharing these lanes. You've got 2 supports sharing the pulls. Bane's spending a lot of time just trying to zone out Bounty Hunter from this lane, and you can see they have already got this Sentry Ward down as well as the lane ward, so we'll maybe be looking for a kill around the time Sand King hits level 3. Mineski loves to go for those early kills, get nice and aggressive. Nyx actually finds a regen rune here. That's going to help him out a lot against this Weaver. Forces Weaver to start bottle crowing, and Jay going to just be sending his bottle back to base here. As Xiao just throws out some nukes whenever possible. Impel goes out, probably throw this mana burn as soon as possible. Yeah, he's taking a bit of damage here, but mana burn, bottle up. Constant harass going both ways. And LGD, they still haven't found this Elder Titan. All you've got to do, LGD, check this scoreboard and say, hey, Elder Titan, he's level 3. How is he level 3? This hero cannot jungle. You can maybe kill this small camp, but you would not be level 3 by now by killing the small camp. They should know, and they should be searching. They should be like, look, he's in these trees somewhere. He's in these trees. He's somewhere. Or here, wherever. You've got to start looking around as soon as you see that he's level 3. A pause is going to come out, and, well, a pause is a perfect time to say, hey, look, let's check the scoreboard. What's going on? Who's at what level? That's the one thing which, having the levels of heroes be public, something you can use to your advantage to see how the opposing team's junglers are doing, or when stuff like this is going on, with the Elder Titan here in this little spot. And LGD should realize this, I would say right now. If they don't realize what's going on, then maybe a bit of a mistake from them. Jesse Vash, 2 games in a row, has sort of gotten away with this sneaky place here in the trees. For those of you just tuning in, this is the GEST challenge. The Southeast Asian teams taking on some of the top teams in China. We've got Mineski and Titan representing Southeast Asia, and for China we've got LGD, those Vici Gaming, representing the Chinese teams here. We are allowed to play this, despite what a lot has been said about the WPC and ACE preventing these teams from playing tournaments. It's not the case here. We do have 2 of these top Chinese teams participating, so it seems ACE either getting a bit lenient or maybe GST just getting a bit sneaky. Who knows? Apparently what's actually been said in an interview is that they're allowed to play international tournaments, so I'm not sure what online tournaments are considered, but being based in Southeast Asia, GST, maybe it's considered an international tournament that the Chinese teams are allowed to play if it fits their schedule. Oh, Elder Titan. He decides his time at this bottom lane's done. He drops an Astral Spirit, backs off, and does reveal that he was at this bottom lane, but he's already got level 3.5. Meanwhile, top lane, Mineski. Are they actually going for a bit of an early push here? This is surprising because anti-mages normally you just want to control the lane, get your farm up. some complete forward here. Saying, hey guys, don't take this CS.
Radiant structures are fortified.
My CS. And Bounty trying to just stall this push from happening, I guess. At the same time, we'll be a bit happy if it does get pushed out, as it does give him a bit more farm and XP. Oh, Jules. Taking a bit of damage there under the tower. Doesn't get the tower aggro off on him. Instead, just blinks his way out of there. But yeah, making a smart decision just to straight up Janata hit him, knowing that if Antimage hits him back, he does draw that tower aggro. Rune going to spawn, and it's going to spawn top. Oh, nice Carapace. This is going to prevent Weaver from getting this rune. Weaver not even going to get this to 9. Zhao Wei gets the rune. Mana Burn comes out. Uh-oh, Weaver. Got to be careful. He has got 4 Magic Stick charges here. Zhao Wei can just, yeah, pop the Invis rune, pop a bottle charge. Does he have mana for an Impale? He almost does. Careful, Jay. You've got to be so careful. Zhao Wei has a level 3 Impale, and if he had the mana for an Impale after that bottle charge, you're looking at a kill on the Weaver. Playing with fire at the middle lane. As for the Elder Titan, he's going to send out his spirit just to scout things here with the pull. Realizes what's going on. Nope, he almost stops the double pull by killing things off a bit fast, but not going to actually happen. And DDC up to level 4. How's Doom doing? He's got a ball. He's actually got a smoke as well, so we may look towards him going for his smoke gank fairly early on. But until he's got Doom up, he doesn't really. I mean, he offers a Centaur Warstomp, which is quite nice, but you're not looking at a gank on the Weaver without Doom. Or maybe you are with a Vendetta from Nyx Assassin actually. Vendetta Impale, all you need is maybe a Warstomp to follow it up, so maybe we do look towards a gank. As, first blood bottom lane. Rabbit's gone diving way past. Sorry guys. Completely out of it at 3 in the morning. As Rabbit's going to get himself a first blood, just chasing down the Elder Titan with his phase boots there. DDC picks up some boots of his own.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Is Jay actually going to look to rotate? What's he picking up here? Just checking out Roshan, checking out the secret shop, but LGD now going to do some chip damage of their own to this tower. Neither team putting too much damage or pressure on the towers just yet. Mineski did a bit of a job at top lane, but not much beyond that. And Yao, he's hit level 4, so he can even swing mid as well. Help maybe kill off this Weaver with a Nyx Assassin once he gets at level 6, but right now, we're going to spawn, and it's going to be top. Jay guessing right. Haste Rune goes his way. Zhao Wei not going to get there in time, and well, Doom was hoping for a bottom as well. So neither of these two heroes get the rune in. Just will force some bottle crawling out. Meanwhile, top lane, here comes the push. And that's decided it's the time to push. And if Antimage gets his tower, which he will, it's a lot of farm. He's got his Claymore gold, so he's going to have an incredibly fast Battle Fury if he keeps farming at this rate. This is the hero for Mineski, who they're going to put their eggs into in game number 2. Uh-oh. Yeah. Sand King not in range, or decides against going for this skill. He's up to level 4 as a Sand King. The supports on both sides getting some decent levels as we take a bit of a peek here. It's actually Mineski level 4 on 3 of their heroes who are actually behind on the hero levels. The experience lead is going quite heavily, 2.5k in LGD's favor, and gold gain quite even between the two teams. And this is where like LGD, the bounty hunter's not farming that well. Doom is actually not farming that well in the jungle. He's quite a slow farmer, unless you start stacking big neutral camps here and going for the Wildkin Tornado kill, which it looks like until now maybe he hasn't actually gotten a Wildkin, but there's 2 Wildkins here now. Oh, Chain Lightning, that's one way to do it. Just keep zapping them down. Just thinking about Doom throwing lightning out, it just seems like, it doesn't seem right. Doom is like, I don't know. Feels like he belongs in the underworld, and here he is throwing lightning like a Zeus or something. What's this about? He's going to actually just, devour the Wildkin. He's going to go back to base and heal up, refill his bottle, it looks like, and continue farming up there. Meanwhile, bottom lane, Mineski, they've rotated the Weaver in. This is just hiding under his tower here. Looks like Weaver's rotation not going to actually achieve all one. Nyx Assassin, he's come in. He's maybe trying to find this Weaver. Weaver going to Shikuchi past. Zhao Wei gets spotted as well as spots Weaver. 8-minute rune is going to be spawning soon. I imagine both these two heroes are going to try and stay bottom and maybe get it. And Zhao Wei contests. Looks like he will do so. Oh, throws an Impale. Blind Impale lands and he gets the Invis rune. What a play coming from Zhao Wei. Didn't even have vision of that. Immediate time up just to negate the Impale damage. Zhao Wei's going to pop his Invis rune. Really nicely done. Yao's actually mid lane. He's got track as well. More importantly, he's got 3 points in the Shuriken if they want to try and get this Weaver. But they're going to go into the enemy jungle. They're looking for Bane. Oa. Be careful, man. No one's going to be at this big neutral camp here, but they can actually, I feel like 834 HP. Impale, followed up by, he Vendetted in too. Oh, Weaver knows. Weaver was, if they came in a bit earlier, they would have got that kill. Weaver just deciding it's not safe anymore, and Zhao reveals himself. Shows also that it was a Vendetta hit, and not going to get that kill. Impale onto the Weaver. Can carapace the Shikuchi if he can. And for the time being, LGD, they're up 1-0. We're only 9 minutes in. How's this Antimate doing? Because he still has not been slowed down. He's gone back for the tread, so he didn't pick up the Claymore. Decided he wants his early game treads, and with Ringer health, he's still looking at a fast battle. For mid lane, though, they found a kill. They found the pick-off they were looking for. It's a track kill as well. Level 4 Shuriken now up, and this is where the damage output, even without the Vendetta damage. Level 4 Impale plus Mana Burn plus the Shuriken from the Bounty Hunter, and there's going to be a track coming out. It's with the Doom this time, so Doom, sorry, a smoke coming out. Doom and Bounty Hunter are going to go smoking towards the top lane, looking for this Antimage, and with Doom up, this could be what they need to slow down the Antimage's farm, slow down that Battle Fury that he would love to get. Yeah, he's in, I was about to say, you've got to be in Shadow Wall. Doom staying far, far away. And this should be a kill here. It's going to be nicely timed, the coming out. Actually, no, they've got to wait for him to go for farm, and it looks like Antimage sniffs out something's up. Some great map awareness coming out from Jules here. He knows this is maybe not safe. Deciding not to risk it as Zhao 8 rotate stop shows that there is a definite threat at this top lane. Uh-oh. Oh, though. He's walked into him. He's going to get doomed up. Tracked as well. Is there a track? Track him, man. Get that bonus gold. No. Saves the track. Decides to go for the Shuriken instead. No bonus gold for LGD. Meanwhile, bottom lane, they do get themselves a T1 tower here. Top lane. Anti-mage. Scouted out by Doom. He will be in just a second. Weaver bottles a DD room bottom. Anti-mage. Oh, he blinked out, but he didn't blink very fast. There is a track. Is there a Mana Burn? Vendetta hit. Needs a stun. Nice stun from the Sanking, actually. The Burrow Strike hitting 2 there, and now LGD going to realize, crap, we've got to get the hell out of here. We can't kill off this Antimage. He's a bit too tanky. We've got to run. Weaver, meanwhile, killing off DDC at the bottom lane. His double damage room paying off there as he takes down the Visage and maybe going to take out some familiars here. Courier? Oh, Weaver with a double damage rune. Finds the Courier, and he wants Rabbit as well. Zhao Tuji now on the run. Doesn't want to fight. He wants to keep on running. And Shikuchi needs to just rage, maybe dodge the Shikuchi damage. No, he just wants to run like hell. Gemini attack. Rage, man. You've got to rage it. Familiars are here. He may actually go for this kill. Open wounds. Familiar stun. Oh, man. That is so close. If he actually stunned with the Familiars rather than attacking, Weaver dies there. Oh, Familiars. Familiars, what are you doing? I weep over the fallen Familiars. With a long cooldown as well. DDC, man. You gotta watch those Familiars. Well, for the time being, it's LGD. Still with this early game lead. Big thanks to everyone tuning into the GSD challenge. It's a last minute setup as we only found out about these games 5 hours ago, which is why I'm solo casting. Lumi not joining me for the first time in a long time. He's been here with me for the last couple of weeks, casting WePlay, casting Cena Cup, casting whatever it may be. But he's not going to be with me today, as today was, as we thought, a day off. But finding out five hours ago that we did have a turn, which is also why I'm producing stuff as well. I say producing, I'm actually streaming from OBS. We're not using our proper production setup here because we don't actually have something set up here for the GSD Dota 2 challenge. At least not in time. Yao going to get scouted at mid lane by a sentry ward. So he now knows there's a sentry ward there without actually going down, which is ultimately good news, good information for Bounty Hunter, knowing that he can't get too aggressive at mid because there is a sentry ward there. And he didn't actually get taken out by that smoke gank earlier from the Doom, which they were really hoping would. Echo Stomp not going to land anyone. DDC on the front lines. Gotta be careful, man. That Visage. His Michael skills so far been a bit lacking, but could of course come down to not being on the Perfect World servers, being on these Singapore servers, or never ideal for the Chinese players, but also often not ideal for the Filipino players, who the Pino is not always having the best connection. I imagine it's not really a big factor coming into play right now for the two teams. It looks like both teams are handling things just fine as far as servers go. Mid lane, though, it's actually LGD who have the Sentry Ward advantage. They de-warded the Dire Sentry Ward and 1 HP. I can imagine that was Weaver like attacking. It did 2 hits and it did 199 damage. He hits for like 95 here, so maybe with like the max min damage, he left it with the illusions as well. He left it like on 1 HP. Bottom lane, Sankin getting it looks like he was just sort of somewhat initiated on there. Open wounds and rage having been used up by the Lifestealer. But no blood is spilled. And for the time being, LGD, I still feel, despite having not shut down Antimage, they're in a slightly better position here early on. They do have to worry. Oh, as I say that, Jules picks up his Battle Fury, so game on for Mineski. And what LGD do in the next 5 minutes is going to sort of determine the outcome of this game. If they let Antimage start snowballing without getting trades of their own, they don't have to just go out straight up gank the Antimage over and over again, but they have to get kills elsewhere and towers elsewhere. And right now, we're seeing them just try and trade for farm. Their lifesteal has an armlet, so we're looking at a level 11 lifesteal with an armlet. And this is where, if you're LGD, you gotta fight. You've got all the fighting items you need. You haven't got the mech up yet on the Doom. He is going for the arcane mech build. He's going to be the one sort of, the mobile fountain. The arcane, the mech, maybe a drums, maybe a Vlad's for the team. But if they're not finding kills or getting towers or something, I feel that it's Mineski who are getting much better off this trade. Oh, Xiaowei. Carapace. Is this going to be a kill? Oh my god. Weaver. Jay with getting completely, well, not even baited in. I think that wasn't even something they were trying to bait him into. But as soon as the Carapace hits him in Shikuchi, Xiaowei's something like, "Oh, I can kill you. Yao's here. We got a Shuriken, and a ton of farm and golden experience going away of LGD. This is a kind of costly mistake you can't be doing if you're at Mineski right now. You've got to give time and space for Antimage to keep doing his thing, to keep split pushing, to get his next items up, and getting picked off like that is really, really costly." Well, we'll see this tier 1 tower go down as LGD realizing they've got the upper hand now. And with the tower goal, yeah, mech is up on Doom. They TP top, they're not going to just give Antimage free towers. Lifesteal can actually kind of fight him 1v1 for the time being, even with the Battle Fury up. So if he stays top lane, maybe even LGD just rotate, rotate their whole team top lane. Because this is the last tier 1 tower remaining, and they find Antimage fantastic. But Antimage is going to be well protected. We are looking at multiple support heroes making their way up top, and Dire Ward does get planted. Scatter any heroes at this top lane, but right now they're just going to see a lifesteal because it's a smoke in from the rest of LGD. Bounty Hunter, he's the one going for the Vlad, so a lot of early auras and early game fighting items which help out the team. Vlad's is up, mech is up. There's no sentry, there's dust. Oh, they smoke, but there's heroes on top of them. Doom immediately popped on the Sand King, and Bane. Fiend's Grip is not going to help you, sir. I don't think Sand King's going to be able to survive this one either. The Familiar's chasing him down, giving vision. 1 stun, 2 stun. Sand King, you dead. Pump yourself off, you dead. That's the best line ever to come out of Rush Hour. I love Rush Hour. I'm going to be quoting Rush Hour for some time. It's just too good. Freaking Chris Tucker. That guy, I don't know. There needs to be a Rush Hour 4. I would pay good money to see a Rush Hour 4. I would fund that Kickstarter. Well, yeah, out the bottom lane. He's got his phase Vlad, so he actually hits decently hard with all this bonus damage of him, especially coming out of Janata. Well, and there's no Lumi here. You're right, Mr. Chatwood. No Lumi here to share Rush Hour memories with. He actually wasn't there for Rush Hour 1 and 2. The other night, where Blitz is leaving for Korea, so we're having like a last meal and hang out with him, and we watched Rush Hour 1 and 2. Then I had to go home to cast some early morning Dota, and then they started watching Rush Hour 3. But Lumi was not there to watch Rush Hour 1 and 2 with us, but he still has seen them, so we had a good Rush Hour analysis the other day. But for the time being, oh, looks like Weaver actually gets caught out at mid lane, and once again it's the Nixon Bounty Hunter getting those kills. Top lane, meanwhile, there wasn't a whole lot actually going on. It looks like Mineski just trying to disengage here. There's Visit scouting some things out here. Nice central, big place to sort of spot out any rotation from heroes like Bounty Hunter. Is Elder Titan going to get an Echo Stomp off? It does look like it, but it's too late. They've already lost Sand King, so Weaver dies in mid while Sand King dies at top, and Mineski just seems to be falling apart a bit here. They've still got Anti-Mage Jules doing fantastic on his Anti-Mage. He's got Treads, Vlads, Battle Fury up, but it just doesn't feel like Mineski are going to have enough time to get the items they need. They're going to lose more towers here. Tier 2 tower at top going to take the fall, and we'll have a Basher soon on this Life Stealer as well. Sell the Scout Shield, and he's just a couple well, after this tower has enough gold for it. Bane, man, you cannot be on the front lines. Careful. Looks like LG are going to just TP out of this one. Rabbit goes bottom lane. The 3-4 heroes top. They need to disengage. They need not get caught out here, because Mineski would love to catch him out with only 2 or 3 at top. And right now with Nyx Assassin retreating, it could be an opportunity for Mineski to find some kills here. Familiar's going to de-sentry this hill. And Yao going to maybe feel that's confident to go in here. There is a sentry wards over in the lane here. As DD, he's got Doom, who's maybe looking to actually go on the Weaver there, who's building towards a BKB, so BKB is nice, but it's not going to block the Doom. That's where having that Lincoln's is generally preferred, but besides, hey, I need BKB. There's Nyx Assassin with a lot of annoying spells which keep on killing me, and uh-oh. Jules, man, you've got to go, and you've got to go soon. This is a Vendetta as well. Looks like there's not enough follow-up damage. He's going to blink forward and actually go into the Radiant jungle here. Xiaowei not going to follow him because they found another target. It's the Bane on the high ground. I think realizing that killing Antimate's there, not possible. Even with just 950 HP. Sanking also going to get caught. LGD have found a much, much better treasure chest here, and it's the rest of the Mineski team. 2 kills. Doom goes down on the Weaver. They can keep chasing this as well if they want to, but he's very, very fast. He may get out of this one. Drums being popped. Blink in from Xiaowei. Blink, Impale. Weaver gets brought down. Really nice aggression from LGD. They get themselves 3 kills here. Double kill for Rabbit. Zhao Tuji on this Lifestealer is just an absolute beast. Now we see a Shadowblade picked up on the Doom as well, so his initiation potential gets even scarier. And you look at, like, they've already got 2 invis here. They've got the Shadow Walk on the Bounty Hunter. They've got Nyx Assassin with Vendetta, but he says, look, I can offer some invis initiation on my own. Even though there's already going to be a lot of Sentry Wards down, he decides going for this Shadowblade is the way to do things.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Well, right now it's LGD looking like they may get a 2-0 victory here at the GST Challenge semi-finals, where if they do win, they'll be going on to meet either Titan, the new Malaysian team, or Vici Gaming, depending on who comes out on top of that 2-game series. Yeah, I was going to get gripped up here. It looks like he will take a fall. Caught out completely out of position there. Just throws a track. Wasn't even a Sentry Ward or Dust used for that. And uh-oh, Familiar's coming in. Xiaowei, he's trying to find an opening line. I think you may realize in a second that, hey, look, they don't have Sentries or Dust. Yep, O is dead. Mana burn. Finish. Oh, one more right click was needed. They do get the kill. DDC going to run for the Roshan, but he's in a bit of trouble. Familiar stun. Got to use those. As Geo now, he's on the run. Xiaowei realizing that, uh-oh, he's got an Impale up, and this is going to be the death of the Sand King. It looks like 2 seconds for a Burrow Strike, not going to come in time. And with a Bash or 2, Rabbit can maybe get another kill here if he's gets a bit of luck and RNG going in his favor, but it's Jules just pushing out the middle lane. He's going to blink to the Ancients, actually. Oh, Zhao's going to chase him. There's no blink for the time being. He gets mana burned as well. Luckily, he's got just enough mana for a blink. If he got mana burned further, that would have been absolutely disastrous for Jules. When I say mana burn further, if he lost more mana with that, oh! Uh-oh. No TP out for you. He's got decent mana regen. This is where the Vlad's really helps. Combine that with Intelligence Treads and you do have fast mana regen. Problem is, there's another mana burn coming. As well as an Impale. Jules out of mana once again. He needs to get that mana regen from the Vlads, and it looks like he may just straight up die. He does go down. Jules getting so overconfident at that top lane. He needed to just run. He buys back as well. Oh, Mineski. Sometimes you make me very happy. More often you make me very, very sad. Mineski Dota in a nutshell. It's when they're good, they're amazing, but when they're not quite in form, when they're making a couple mistakes here and there, it can just go so horribly wrong. And unfortunately for Mineski fans today, it is not going too well for them. They're down a game, and now 22 minutes into game number 2, it's 14-4, and it's LGD who lead. As we are going to see a TP towards bottom lane coming from the Doom. He's going to Shadowblade to initiate. Followed out with a Doom, and this is a dead Weaver. Yep, straight up Doom's in. Open Wounds is there. Bane is on the sidelines. Bane can't help here. He's going to Nightmare TP out. Is there a stun? No, no stun coming. It looks like they used... Actually, they had a level death. They could have almost killed the Bane as well. Well. Yasha now up on the Bounty Hunter. I was say Sajin Yasha, or maybe just a Yasha into BKB. Go the Russian build, the Yasha BKB build. Elder Titan going to drop his Spirit out, just try and stall this push, get some vision, but there's a blink in. It's from Xiaowei. He gets the Carapace off, it's going to stun the Sand King. Bane gets stunned up as well, and he actually Fiend's Grip that. He Fiend's Grip the Nyx, gets immediately stunned, and what a disaster. 3 hero stun, 3 hero Earth with it, but there's no follow-up, there's no real damage coming out, and that was just catastrophic. Bane tried to immediately Fiend's Grip the Nyx Assassin when he blinks in, but the damage from Fiend's Grip triggered on the Carapace, cancelling the Fiend's Grip, and Nyx Assassin just laughs in the face of the Bane. Tier 2 tower going to take a fall. LGD can go for Roshan if they want to, but right now it's 17 kills to 4, and Antimate just is getting no space to farm. He has got a Manta style soon. This is still really fast farm from Antimate. Even, I mean, he buys back, but that's just so he can keep on farming as soon as possible. Right now he's going to have a... If he gets his Manta style without getting ganked here, which doesn't look like is going to happen because he is going to get ganked, he would have like a 25-minute B-Fury Manta Vlad's Treads. But he's going to get... The track is going to... follow him. Is he going to TP out? Looks like he does do so. The second mana burn not coming in time. The second mana burn was what was needed to stop his TP mana, but he's already channeling that TP. LGD. 3 heroes though going to bring down Rogue. It's Zhao Chuji with a completed Abyssal Blade who gets the kill. And uh-oh, Bane has no more grip. Burrow Strike goes in, and it looks like Mineski want to try and take this fight, knowing there's only 3 LGD heroes here, but then Weaver's already taken a fall, as has Bane. And LGD, they only need 3. Here comes Nyx. They're going to make it a 4th hero, LGD, and on the way is the Bounty Hunter as well. Actually, I don't think they bring down the Elder Titan. It looks like it's Sand King who they want to go for here on the backline. 1 Familiar Sun, a second as well, and this is easy pickings. Gem up on the Viz, who says no way you can hide an Invis, and they've got a track on Elder Titan. He can't really TP out. Bounty Hunter, though, out of mana. Mana Void could actually maybe get this kill. No, not quite enough damage coming out. Astral Spirit as well, chasing him down, and it looks like LGD. Going to just grab a double damage rune here. They're going for a Hex on Nyx Assassin, and with that, Anti-Mage can just get ganked anywhere on the map. Well, if I was confirmed for sad earlier, I'm now confirmed for very sad, as Mineski in dire straits. This is everything getting worse and worse as time goes on. There's an infested Lifestealer now, and they're gonna bring down Bane here. No problem at all. Not even infesting out. I love that from Zhao Tuji. He doesn't come out. He says, look, let's see if Mineski have anyone else up top lane. If someone came in to try and save the Bane, that's where Lifesteal's like, surprise, surprise, guys. Well, Mineski, oh, this is getting ugly for them. I don't want to look at this, but we will. It's 20k gold lead almost, going with LGD at 25 minutes, and the net worth of all these Radiant heroes is just skyrocketing. Anti-Mage is up there with the top farmers. He's almost as farmed as the Lifestealer, but that's 1 hero. The bottom 3, all of them is Mineski heroes, and the 2 supports absolutely nothing as far as items go. Boots and Wands is essentially what sums up their items. 1 Bracer in the case of Geo. LGD, ooh, they're going to find Weaver. Immediate BKB being used. Abyssal Blade. Oh, Abyssal Blade combining with some bashes there. I think just 1 bash, but he needed the Abyssal Blade alone. The stun duration only 1.4 seconds. It looked like he got a bash as well during the rage, and oh no. Mineski going to lose the Weaver as well, and LGD may just look to march down this middle lane. They've got the Aegis as well on their side. Zhao a bit low on mana. It looks like he actually is just going to head back to base to heal up, so won't see a push coming just yet from LGD. Unless they just want to do a 2v5 type push. Go for the big YOLOs. Sentry Ward gets placed by the Dire team, but we're seeing these sentries get constantly dewarded when there's a push coming, because LGD have gem up. They can scout out these Sentry Wards, deward them, and then give free reign to Bounty Hunter, to Doom with the Shadow Blade, as well as to the Nyx with Vendetta. Uh-oh. Jules, man, you doomed. He's trying to just man-fight here, but here comes Xiaowei. No Vendetta, but Impale, Mana Burn, more than enough damage. Track kill as well. And now with a BKB up on Yao, this is getting really, really bad for Mineski. Middle lane, Jesse Vat. Oh, actually gets kept alive. Nice Fiend's Grip coming in, but Rabbit has Aegis. He's also may just straight up not die here. Infest into a creep, comes out, does get stunned up afterwards, but he's just so tanky, so durable, and he can just armlet toggle his way out of this one. Oh, there's a first hit bash going on to Geo on the Sand King, and Mineski going to lose another. Looks like Rabbit is still alive as well on this Lifestealer. Weaver trying to bring him down. It's actually in the enemy base. They bring down the Elder Titan. The last one left standing, Weaver. Time lapses off the track, but he's still being tracked. He's still got vision. There's a gem up. He's going to pop his BKB. This time, the track does stay in. Chase is now on. They really want to kill off this Weaver. Blink in. Stomp actually misses. Was looking for a Blink War Stomp, and looks like Weaver may survive this. He's going to live. Bane, not so lucky. LGD just occupy Mineski base. That's the plan. Occupy the Mineski base, and DTC doing some little fountain poking and prodding here. LGD showing Mineski who's boss. Rabbit. Zhao Tuji's like, yeah, I got this, guys. Your tier 3 towers, no problem at all. And 27-4 is the kill score, as Mineski look like they may be falling in one quick swoop here from LGD. Didn't take them long in game number 2. Game 1, much closer. Mineski actually leading game. I felt Mineski should have really won game 1 with the lead they had. Unfortunately, they just overextended a bit too much. Their aggression often getting the best of them. Here in game 2, they never stood a chance. They were behind from the get-go. Xiaowei playing so well on this Nyx Assassin. He's only been involved in, actually not that many of the kills, 13 or so of the kills, but Lifestealer Zhao Tuji, as always, just being an absolute beast. He gets 1 kill, he brings down the Bane, he moves onto the Weaver, 2 heroes dead. Anthony's going to buy back to try and fight this, but they're going to lose Weaver as well. Sand King goes down, and absolutely everyone on Mineski just dropping like flies. One by one, they all go down. Antimate's going to Mana Void the Doom. Gets his team a kill. Gonna Mantis style his way out of this one. Looks like he may be kept alive. Xiao Wei wants to chase, but I don't think he's going to be able to do so. Will force out Antimate just to blink to his own jungle. And they're just going to go for this mid tier 3 tower. Raxus instead. And we're looking towards Mineski possibly just calling PG. Even with an Antimate with a Mantis style. They're going to have one last hold here. Elder Titan buying back for this. But with Lifestealer doing the damage that he's doing, I don't know if Mineski can defend. Blink in. Carapace Impale. They bring down the Bane as well. All these heroes buying back are just getting insta-KO'd. Xiao Wei is immediately on them. Xiao Wei actually gets brought down. I think it was the Echo Stomp. The Echo Stomp from Elder Titan under the tower. You get hit by an Echo Stomp on the tower, you take so much damage because there's nothing to wake you up. It's not like Bane Nightmare where you're invulnerable during it. You can't take tower damage. During Echo Stomp, you take tower damage. So getting hit by it while tier 4 towers on you is brutal. He immediately buys back though. Xiao Wei says, I'm not spending any time dead. That's into a creep. There's mid lane. Uh-oh. Jules, he's found. He's got no way out. Abyssal Blade was there. There was also no mana for a blink rolling the mana burn, and now they find a new target. It's Oa. Oa gets brought down on the Bane, and it's all over. Mineski, they've known it for some time here, but they're going to finally tap out GG, realizing that LGD, a team who never make mistakes, are not going to do so for the first time here. LGD get a 2-0 victory over Mineski in the GEST Dota 2 Challenge. Mineski, unfortunately, they go home. They've had some great success in these Southeast Asian tournaments. They've actually won the last 2 GEST titles here. Over all the other Southeast Asian teams. So they've been sort of the top dogs in Southeast Asia as far as GST is concerned. But for LGD, they say, well, that's Southeast Asia. This is China, bitch. And, well, LGD showing that the Chinese teams, they're coming here to fight, which leaves Team Titan, guys, as your Southeast Asian representative in the GST Challenge. Big thanks to everyone for tuning in to our first semi-final of today. Be sure to tune in over on Beyond the Summit 2. The other semi-final is going on right now. Lysander is casting Titan up against VG Gaming. I'm not sure what the score is in that one. I'm going to get a quick update and figure out what's going on there, because Titan, they're making their first real appearance. They took down Awake in the Rapture Gaming League, I believe it was, but this is a much bigger fish to fry in VG Gaming. And to see how this new team is doing, they've got Ice as their 5th. They've been training for some time. I want to see how they do. Big thanks everyone for tuning in. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, I believe our finals is going to be on. I won't be streaming that other series, but we'll be streaming the finals here on Beyond the Summit 1, guys, so stay tuned. More GST Dota 2 action coming up soon.